In this episode, I'm going to show you how to connect your mobile device to your Z21 and retain your internet connection. Stick around. Hi, and welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. Today, I would like to show you how to connect your phone to the router supplied with the Z21 and at the same time be connected to the internet. Very simple, no need for any networking knowledge. Keep watching. What you see here is my grandson. I am connected to my home network here. So what I'm going to do now is going to connect to that router, the Z21, 1511 in my case. Yours could be a different number. When you connect to it, you get this error message, because you are not connected to the internet. So, and it's telling you that you are not connected. So, in fact, it says internet may not be available. To fix this, it's very simple. You see the orange light flickering here? That indicates that there is no internet connection. Obviously, there's only one connection at the back and it's going to the Z21. So we need an internet connection. In my case, I have a cable close by, waiting to be plugged in here. It's coming from my home network. And I am going to plug it in the blue socket there, where you would normally plug in your internet. Now, if you wait a while, that orange light will stop flickering and eventually turn green as it did. That indicates that the internet is now available on this little network here. And if you look here, it says connected now, and the error message went away. It's connected and internet is available. So, at the moment I can go in to my app. I am connected here. You can see the blue light, same as there. I can stop it and it is obeying there. I can restart it and it goes solid again. So I am connected here. Plus, I also am connected to the internet. I'm sure it would have given me an error message, if anything. Okay, that is the very simple way of adding internet while you're controlling your train. The only drawback is that if you leave the room and you are out of range for your mobile device from this router, you will connect back to your home network. When you're connected to your home network, you won't be connected to this anymore. It's a different network. You won't have control over your trains. So this limits you to staying in here. Obviously, most people, when they leave the room or the range of the router, it's because they're packed up for the day and they switch this off. So in reality, you just walk away and that's it. But now I'm going to show you an advanced method how to connect this to this without that. Okay, stick around for that one. So I'm assuming you all have the maintenance tool from Rocco. If not, there's a link below in the description which will take you to the page where this maintenance tool is. Today is the 26th of May 2021. So the current version here is about, well, here it's 1.15. By the time you see this, maybe there's a new version or whatever. Anyway, the default address, as we all know, is this 192.168.0.111. I am assuming that since you are following this part of the video, that you are fluent in networking, IP addresses, and blah blah blah. So I'm going to go ahead assuming that you understand what I'm saying. If you are a novice to networking, I'm sorry you may not understand this. You may have to stick to the previous example I gave, where you just plug in a network cable to the blue socket on the rear of the supplied router. Anyway, my IP address here is different. My IP address is 192.168.1.3, whereas the router is on a different subnet. I am using the DHCP server here, so I'm gonna have to change a couple of settings on my network card. And the way I do it is I plug in the same address. This is all temporary, mind you. And I go here and I add 68.0.3 and I add the other subnet here. So now I have two IP addresses on both subnets. I'm routing through from one subnet to the other. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Now, in fact, if I ping 192.168.0.111, that is the Z21, and it's plugged in somewhere on my home network. There you are, and I get a reply. So if I go to my Z21 app and I connect to it, ping, there you are, I'm connected to it. Okay, now I want to change this to something onto my network. The 0 here will change into 1. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to accept blah 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 these terms and conditions. Yes, I accept. And now I am allowed to change them. It will show you a history here. You see, I've already changed it a few times. It will show you a history of what you've done last with it. You may not have anything here, but it will always show you the default settings. Okay? So I'm going to change this. In my case, I'm going to change it to 1.22. I have this IP address. It is reserved on my DHCP server. And this way, I won't have a network conflict. And I change the gateway as well. So that done. Remember, I'm using 22 because on my network 22 is free. I reserved it for the Z21. Check your network, find a free IP address and do that and use that. I'm going to write this way. I am writing to the Z21. And the IP has changed. It will become available once I restart the Z21. In fact, most probably this is still active. Yes, there you are. But this 1.22 is not. Wait a minute, let me do this. And I'm going to restart it. Hang on a minute. And there it is, it's replying. Had to cross the room, sorry. Okay, and it's replying. So now I can connect to my let me close this. We can put this. Let me return everything to how it was. I can just go here, apply, close. I can close all this, I don't need it. This should go away soon. Where are we? I need the Z21 app. I closed it. Now it's going to default to the old address, obviously. There. So I cannot. This doesn't exist anymore, so it's going to give me an error. Okay, so now if I change this to 1.22, in my case, remember this is my example for my network. You will have most probably a different address. And there you are, we're connected. And I can do anything I want on this now. And this way I can get my get my phone out and connect to it using the new IP address, and I will show you in the next clip how to change the address on your phone app to be able to connect to the Z21 using the new IP address. Until then. Okay, so I packed up my TP-Link router, put it in the box, and we're going to put this away. We don't need it. And I have connected the Z21 to my home network, and my phone is currently connected. Oops, switched off Wi-Fi. Switch on. There's only one Wi-Fi up here, and it's connected automatically to my home network. So the Z21 network is no longer in range. It doesn't exist anymore because it's backed up. So close that. Now I am going into my Z21 app. Hello, Z21 app. And if I go into the settings and I go to Z21 settings, it will show the original IP address it was configured to connect to. So now I need to change this to inform the app the new IP address of the Z21. In my case, it's 1.22. Remember, here only enter the IP address you assigned to the Z21. And if I say reconnect, there we have the blue light which shows we are connected. If I stop it, Z21 flashes, and if I press it again, we have a full connection. This concludes the explanation of the way you can connect your Z21 over an internet connection. Anyway, one thing you have to remember, and it is some peace of mind, because Rocco make it very clear that once you mess around with the settings and you have a problem, don't knock on the door. They will not support you. But what they did was, if you hold down that button long enough, it will reset back to default settings. I mean, you lose everything on it, but your IP address will go back to 192.168.0.111. And I'm not going to do it, I'm sorry, because I have to reconfigure it. But I mean, should something go wrong and you're going to start panicking, there's no need, because you can reset it back to default and start this configuration setup all over again. Okay, hope this helps. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Have a good day.